There comes a time in everyone's life when they stand at the edge of their dreams, staring at what they could become, but they stop, they pause, they say, "I'll start tomorrow." But what they don't realize is tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is a myth created by our minds to escape the pain of action today. I'll start tomorrow. How many times have you said those words for your goals, for your health, for your faith, for your relationships, for your purpose, and each time you said them, you delayed your greatness? Let me tell you something powerful today. Start now. Not tomorrow. Because tomorrow will steal your life away while you wait. Story 1. Arnold Schwarzenegger. No time to wait. Arnold grew up poor in Austria. His house had no plumbing. His father beat him for dreaming too big. But at 15, he started training. At 19, he won Mr. Europe. At 20, he became the youngest Mr. Universe in history. When he moved to America with broken English and a strong accent, everyone laughed at his dream to become a Hollywood star. They told him, "Wait, it will take time. Fix your accent first." But Arnold didn't wait. He said, "The worst thing I can be is the same as everybody else. I hate that." He acted immediately. Today he is a global icon in fitness, cinema, and politics. Reflection: if Arnold waited to fix his accent first, if he waited to have more money first, if he waited to be accepted first, we would never have known his name. What are you waiting for? Story 2. The regret of waiting. Nurse's observations. Australian nurse Bronnie were cared for people in their final weeks. She recorded their most common regret. "I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me." Not one said, "I wish I had waited longer to start." Most said, "I wish I started earlier." Because life is short, and death comes with silent footsteps, without warning. Motivational flow. Look at your dreams. Feel the fire inside you. That fire is your soul telling you it's time. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, because every day you delay, the fire dims a little more. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for the right mood. Start anyway. Story 3. The farmer and the seeds. There was once a farmer who woke up every day before sunrise. He planted seeds daily, watered them, cared for them, and removed weeds without fail. His neighbor, however, said, "Why work so hard today? You can plant double tomorrow." So he delayed. Days passed, then weeks, then seasons. When harvest time came, the first farmer reaped abundance, while the second had empty fields. Because success belongs to those who do small things today rather than dreaming big things for tomorrow. Deep reflection. Facing yourself, close your eyes for a moment and ask, what is the one thing I've been postponing? What will my life look like in 5 years if I start it today? What will my life look like in 5 years if I keep waiting? The answer will show you that starting now is the only choice. Story 4. Elon Musk. The power of immediate action. Elon Musk has a motto: fail fast, learn faster. When SpaceX rockets exploded, he didn't say, "Let's wait until the world believes in us." He said, "Launch again. We fix on the way." That mindset made SpaceX the first private company to send humans into orbit. Because delay is defeat. Immediate action is victory. Motivational flow. Call to Sisyphus is your life, your responsibility, your destiny. You are not promised tomorrow. You are only given today. So write the chapter today, record the song today, say sorry today, forgive today, train today, build today, love today, serve today. Because when tomorrow becomes today, you'll already be ahead of the world. Story 5. The student who waited. A young student dreamed of becoming a doctor. Every day, he told himself he would start studying seriously tomorrow. Months passed. Exams arrived. He failed. Broken, he realized if only he started the day he thought about it, he would have already been ready. Your dreams do not wait for your fear to settle. They wait for your action, reflection, your choice right now. Make a decision. Write down what you will do today that your future self will thank you for. Because every action today builds a life tomorrow. Story 6. Oprah Winfrey. From pain to power. Today, Oprah was abused as a child, ran away at 14, pregnant at 14. Her baby died shortly after birth. She fell into depression, but didn't wait for tomorrow to change her life. She read, spoke, studied, worked in radio as a teenager, and chose to create her life today. That choice made her one of the world's most powerful women. You are here to rise. You are here to build. You are here to impact lives. But all of it begins with a single decision. Start now, not tomorrow. Story 7. The man who planted trees in a barren village. An old man planted trees daily. People mocked him. Why waste time planting trees whose shade you will never sit under? The old man smiled and said, I am not planting these for me. I am planting them so others may have a better tomorrow. Years later, the village became an oasis. Birds returned. Children played under the shade. Traders stopped to rest. His actions transformed lives because he did not wait for someone else to do it tomorrow. Reflection, legacy. What seeds are you planting today for others to benefit tomorrow? Because your life is not just about you. It is about everyone who will walk your path after you. Story 8. Steve Harvey. Homeless to host. Steve Harvey lived in his car for years, taking showers in public bathrooms, eating leftover sandwiches. He kept telling himself, I'll try tomorrow. But nothing changed until he chose to perform at small comedy clubs immediately. He risked embarrassment, failure, and judgment. Today, he is an author, comedian, and host of Family Feud, inspiring millions. Deep reflection. Fear of failure. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen if I start today? What is the best that can happen if I start today? Because often, your mind amplifies fear while reality amplifies growth. Story 9. The Camel. Trader who waited. A trader had 17 camels and willed half to his son, 1/3 to his daughter, and 1/9 to his wife. His children couldn't divide them, so they waited and waited, fighting daily. Finally, an old wise man added his camel to make it 18. The son took 9, the daughter took 6, and the wife took 2, totaling 17. The old man took his camel back and left. The solution was there all along, but waiting blinded them. Action brings solutions that waiting never will. Today is all you have. Tomorrow is a mirage. Start with what you have, where you are, and who you are, because your future is being written by what you do now. Story 10. Colonel Sanders. Age is not an excuse at age 65. Colonel Harlan Sanders received his first Social Security check of $105. He realized he couldn't survive on it. He cooked chicken using his secret recipe and went door to sell it. 1,009 restaurants rejected him before one accepted. Today, KFC feeds millions worldwide. Had he said, "I'm too old to start," his dream would have died with him. Reflection. Age and time. Are you telling yourself you're too old, too young, too late, or too early? Remove these illusions. Life begins the moment you decide to start. Story 11. The Monk and the Stonecutter. There was once a stonecutter who was. Story 15. Thomas Edison. The relentless inventor Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors, faced failure after failure. The story goes that he tried over 10,000 experiments before inventing the practical light bulb. Many would have given up after the first 100, but Edison's mindset was different. When asked about his countless failures, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine the patience, the persistence, the sheer willpower needed to keep pushing forward when every attempt seems to lead nowhere. The world remembers Edison not because of his setbacks, but because he refused to wait for success to come knocking. He chased it relentlessly. Reflection. Embracing failure as a teacher. Failure is often painted as something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is, failure is one of our greatest teachers. Each failed attempt carries within it a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to success. Ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from my last setback? How can this failure guide me toward a better approach? What new knowledge am I gaining today? Because I didn't quit. When you stop fearing failure and start welcoming its lessons, you stop waiting for perfect conditions and start acting with confidence. Motivational flow. Redefining your relationship with failure. Pain, your mistakes, your falls. They are not signs of defeat, but signs of progress. Every time you get back up, your strength grows. Stand tall today and say, "I will fail, learn, and rise again," because each failure you overcome is power added to your foundation. Story 16. The Bamboo Tree. Silent growth before soaring. The Chinese bamboo tree teaches us one of the greatest lessons in patience and persistence. For 5 long years after planting the seed, the bamboo tree shows almost no visible growth. You might even think it's a failure, just as seeds stuck in the soil. But beneath the surface, the bamboo is developing an intricate root system. This hidden foundation prepares it for rapid growth. Then, in just 6 weeks, the bamboo can grow up to 90 feet tall. Reflection. Trusting invisible progression. Often do we give up because we don't see immediate results? Remember this. Just because you can't see progress doesn't mean it's not happening. The roots you build today are the strength you will rely on tomorrow. Patience combined with persistence is the secret to explosive growth. Motivational flow. Keep planting your seeds, keep putting in the work, even if it feels fruitless right now. Every effort, every small action, is nourishing your roots. Say to yourself, I trust the process. I trust my growth. Because just like the bamboo, your breakthrough is coming. Story 17. Malala Yousafzai, Courage in the Face of Danger. Malala's story is one of unparalleled courage. Despite threats and violence, she refused to stay silent about the right to education for girls. Even after being shot, she chose not to wait for safety or permission to speak up. Instead, she used her voice louder than ever before and became a global symbol of courage and resilience. Reflection, acting despite fear, often convinces us to wait. Wait until you're safe. Wait until you're ready. Wait until conditions are perfect. But Malala teaches us, courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. Courage means acting in spite of fear. Your voice matters now, even if your circumstances aren't perfect. Motivational. Flow. Your courage is your strength. Find the courage inside you today. Speak, act, and move forward despite fear. Repeat. I am brave enough to begin. I am strong enough to continue. Story 18. The Sculptor's Vision. Shaping your destiny. Imagine a sculptor staring at a giant block of marble. To others, it's just stone. But the sculptor sees the statue hidden within, waiting to be revealed. Every day, the sculptor chips away a little more, slowly shaping the raw stone into a masterpiece. No masterpiece is created overnight. It takes patience, precision, and persistent effort. Reflection. Your life is your sculpture. Your life is your sculpture. Each choice, action, and effort shapes who you are and who you will become. Ask yourself, what are the chips I can make today that bring me closer to my vision? How can I embrace the slow and steady work required for greatness? Motivational flow. Master your craft daily. You have the power to shape your destiny by the actions you take today. Say, I am the artist of my life. Every day, I create my masterpiece. Story 19. Walt Disney. Dreams born from failure. Before Disney was a household name, Walt faced bankruptcy and countless disappointments. Studios rejected his ideas, and many told him to quit. But he held tightly to his dream and kept creating, innovating, and believing in the magic he wanted to share with the world. His persistence built an entertainment empire that continues to inspire millions. Reflection. Believe deeply. Persist relentlessly when the world tells you to quit. Your belief and persistence must speak louder. Remember, your dreams are valid. Your setbacks are temporary. Your persistence will pay off. Motivational flow. Dream, believe, act. Never let temporary failure shake your faith in your dreams. Today, say, I believe in my dreams. I will work for them every day. Every champion was once a beginner who refused to wait for the right moment. Your pain, your struggle, and your sweat are the raw materials from which your strength will be forged. Start now, not tomorrow. Story 20. Bethany Hamilton, Triumph. Over tragedy. Bethany Hamilton was just 13 years old, a rising star in the surfing world. Her life was full of promise, the waves her playground. But one fateful day, while surfing, a shark attacked and took her left arm. The world told her her career was over, that she should give up on her dreams. But Bethany didn't listen. Within a month, she was back on the board. She adapted, learned new techniques, and with sheer determination overcame the odds. Bethany went on to win national surfing competitions, inspiring millions worldwide. Her pain became her power. Her loss became her fuel. Reflection. Transforming pain into power. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. You will face hardships. It's a certainty in life. But what you choose to do with that pain defines you. Ask yourself, what pain am I carrying right now? How can I let that pain strengthen me rather than weaken me? What steps can I take today to turn my struggle into strength? Remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Motivational flow. Using pain as your power. Your struggles are not your chains. They are your wings. Today, vow to turn your pain into your motivation. Repeat, my pain is my power. I will rise, stronger than ever. Story 21. The Bamboo Cutter's Patience. A tale from Japan in an ancient Japanese legend. A bamboo cutter. Story 24. Oprah Winfrey. From darkness to light. Oprah Winfrey's early life was marked by unimaginable hardships. Born into poverty in rural Mississippi, she experienced neglect, abuse, and rejection. Yet, amidst all this darkness, she nurtured a spark, a vision for a better life. Her turning point came when she decided to stop allowing her past to control her. Instead, she poured herself into education and seizing every opportunity. She worked tirelessly through her teenage years, overcoming obstacles most would find insurmountable. Her path was far from easy. She faced rejection in broadcasting, struggled with self-doubt, and endured criticism. But Oprah used each setback as fuel, a reason to push harder and shine brighter. Today, she stands as one of the most influential media moguls and philanthropists in the world, inspiring millions to believe in themselves and their power to change. Reflection. Rewriting your story. Every person carries a story. Some chapters filled with pain, others with triumph. But the beautiful truth is this: you hold the pen. You decide the narrative from here. Ask yourself, am I holding on to a past that no longer serves me? How can I take control and rewrite my story starting now? What actions can I take today to shape a future filled with hope and success? Your story is never finished. The next chapter is yours to write. Motivational flow. Becoming the author of your life. You are the author of your life's story. The past may have written chapters, but your future is blank, waiting for you to fill it with courage, determination, and dreams. Repeat, I am the author of my story. Today, I begin a new chapter of strength and success. Story 25. The Phoenix. Rising from ashes. The phoenix is a legendary bird that cyclically regenerates, or is reborn from its ashes after bursting into flames. This powerful metaphor resonates deeply with human experience. When life burns you down, it's preparing you for a transformation. No matter how devastating the fall. The phoenix reminds us, endings are beginnings. Loss leads to renewal. Pain can ignite rebirth. Your struggles are not your defeat. They are the flames that prepare you to rise stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever. Reflection. Embrace your rebirth. Consider What areas of my life feel burned down or broken? Am I resisting the change that pain is forcing me toward? How can I allow myself to rise anew, stronger and more vibrant? Pain and destruction are often the soil in which new strength grows. Motivational flow. Ignite your inner phoenix juice today to embrace transformation. Say, I rise from my ashes. I am renewed. I am unstoppable. Story 26. The Marathon Runner. Endurance over speed success, like a marathon, is a test of endurance, not a sprint. Marathon runners don't win by rushing. They win by pacing themselves, building endurance, and persevering mile after mile despite exhaustion, pain, and doubt. Their eyes are fixed on the finish line, their hearts steady, their will unbreakable. Life's journey is similar. The dreams you chase will demand patience, effort, and persistence, not speed. Reflection. Build endurance in your life. Ask yourself, am I rushing and burning out, or pacing for long-term success? What habits can I build today to increase my stamina in life and work? How can I cultivate patience and resilience on this marathon journey? Endurance is cultivated by showing up day after day, regardless of the obstacles. Motivational flow. Persevere and prevail. Commit to the long game. Repeat. I endure the journey. I persevere through the pain. I will reach my destination. Additional reflection. The power of small steps. Great achievements are the sum of many small actions. Success isn't a distant lightning strike. It's a steady flame nurtured by consistent effort. Every small choice you make today shapes your tomorrow. Ask, what one small step can I take right now? How can I make daily progress toward my goals? What habits will compound into lasting success? Motivational flow. Consistency creates greatness. Embrace the power of daily action. Say, I move forward every day. Small steps lead to big victories. Remember, your pain is a passage, not a prison. Your strength grows in struggle. Your dreams are waiting for your persistence and faith. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep acting. Your time to shine is not tomorrow. It is right now. Story 27. Nick Vujicic. From no limits to limitless inspiration, Nick Vujicic was born without arms and legs, a condition so rare that doctors weren't sure he would survive infancy. Imagine being thrust into a world built for the physically complete, facing daily challenges others can't even imagine. From bullying in school to personal moments of deep despair, Nick faced monumental pain. But here's the twist. Instead of letting his circumstances define him, Nick redefined what was possible. He chose to embrace his uniqueness. He refused to be limited by what he lacked and instead focused on what he could give. Nick became a global motivational speaker, sharing his story of hope and resilience with millions. He teaches us that real strength comes not from the body, but from the mind and spirit. He once said, "If I fail, I try again and again and again." Reflection. Defining yourself beyond limitations. Think about the invisible cages you've placed around yourself, the excuses, fears, or doubts. Ask yourself, what limitations am I accepting without challenge? How can I turn what feels like a Weakness into my greatest strength. Who can I inspire by sharing my journey? Remember, your story, no matter how painful, has the power to uplift others. Motivational flow. You are more than you think. Look inside yourself and find the courage Nick found. The fire to keep moving forward even when the odds are stacked against you. Say to yourself, I am unstoppable. My spirit is unbreakable. I rise beyond limits. Story 28. The oak tree and the storm. Rooted resilience. The mighty oak tree faces countless storms in its life. Fierce winds, heavy rains, scorching sun. Each storm tests its strength. Some trees snap and fall, but the oak bends and sways, anchored by roots that grow ever deeper. Its secret, the storms don't weaken the oak, they strengthen its roots. Similarly, your struggles are not meant to break you, but to deepen your foundation. Each challenge you endure builds your resilience and prepares you for future storms. Reflection. Embracing adversity as growth. Reflect on your own storms. What have been your greatest trials? How have you bent without breaking? In what ways has hardship made you stronger? Recognize your inner oak, firmly rooted, ready for anything. Motivational flow. Become unshakable today. Embrace your storms. Know that every struggle is nourishing your roots. Repeat. I grow stronger through every challenge. I am unshakable. Story 29. The sculptor and the marble. Crafting your masterpiece. Picture a sculptor staring at a massive block of marble. To others, it's just stone. But the sculptor sees a masterpiece hidden inside, waiting to be revealed. Every chip, every strike is intentional. It takes time, patience, and precision. Your life is the marble. Your experiences, good and bad, are the sculptor's tools shaping the person you are becoming. Sometimes the shaping is painful, but every strike is necessary to reveal your true form. Reflection. Patience in your growth process. Ask yourself, am I rushing my personal growth? How can I? Story 31. J.K. Rowling. The long road to magic before J.K. Rowling's name lit up bookshelves worldwide. Her life was far from magical. She was a single mother living on welfare, battling depression and struggling to find hope. The manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 major publishers. Many would have given up. Many would have let despair win. But Rowling refused to surrender her dream. She believed in the magic she had created, even when the world told her no. She kept submitting, kept believing. One publisher finally said yes, and the rest is history. Her story is proof that success isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to quit. Reflection. Embracing rejection as fuel. Think deeply about your own no's and setbacks. How many times have you faced rejection? Did you let it stop you? Or did you learn and move forward? How can you transform rejection into motivation? Remember, every no is just a step on the path to your yes. Motivational flow. Turn no into yes. Look at rejection as a redirection. Repeat. Every no brings me closer to my yes. I am unstoppable. Story 32. The river that carves mountains. A river's power doesn't come from its force alone, but from its relentless persistence. Over centuries, its flowing water cuts through solid rock, carving valleys and shaping landscapes. Your daily efforts are like that river, consistent, small actions with immense power over time. No mountain, no obstacle is too great for steady persistence, reflection, the power of consistency. Ask yourself, am I showing up daily for my goals? How does consistency shape my character? What habits can I build that compound over time? The secret to success is often hidden in the mundane, everyday actions. Motivational flow. Embrace daily growth. Commit to progress every single day. Say, I grow stronger each day. I build my dreams one step at a time. Story 33. Helen Keller. Triumph beyond silence and darkness. Helen Keller lost both sight and hearing before she was 2 years old. The world became silent and dark, but with patience, love, and unwavering determination, and the help of her teacher, Anne Sullivan, she learned to communicate, read, and write. She became a renowned author, speaker, and activist, breaking barriers that many believed impossible. Her story teaches us that no obstacle is too great when your spirit is determined to shine. Reflection. Finding strength in adversity. Consider your own struggles. What darkness or silence do you face today? How can you tap into your inner strength? Who supports you on your journey? Remember, no challenge is too great for a brave heart. Motivational flow. Ignite your inner light today. Decide to shine through any darkness. Repeat. My spirit is unbreakable. I rise above every challenge. Story 34. The sculptor's vision. Crafting your future. Imagine the patience and vision of a sculptor, chipping away at a raw block of marble. Every strike seems destructive, yet it reveals the hidden masterpiece. Your life, like that marble, is shaped by every experience, every challenge, every victory. The struggles you face are the sculptor's tools, carving you into your highest self. Reflection. Embrace the process. Ask, am I resisting the shaping of my life? Can I see the masterpiece within me? How can I welcome challenges as growth? Transformation is rarely easy, but it's always worth it. Motivational flow. Sculpt your destiny. Say, I welcome every challenge as a chance to grow. I am becoming my masterpiece. Story 35. The marathon runner. Endurance over speed. Winning a marathon is not about speed alone. It's about endurance, pacing, and unwavering focus. The runner faces exhaustion, pain, doubt, yet keeps moving forward, one step at a time. Life's greatest achievements demand patience and perseverance, not instant gratification. Reflection. Building long-term resilience. Think about your journey. Are you rushing or pacing yourself wisely? How can you build habits that sustain you long-term? What motivates you to keep going when the road is tough? Motivational flow. Keep taking steps. Commit to consistent action. Say, I endure, I persist, I am destined to finish strong. Additional. Reflection. The power of small steps. Great success is the result of tiny steps taken day after day. Ask yourself, what small actions can I take today? How do my daily habits shape my future? Am I committed to showing up for myself every day? Pain is not your prison. It's your training ground. With persistence, patience, and faith, you will emerge victorious. Your breakthrough is near. As we reach the end of this journey together, I want you to carry this truth in your heart. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time to start is right now. Today. How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow"? How many dreams have you delayed by waiting for the perfect moment? Here's the hard truth. Tomorrow is a promise no one is guaranteed. Tomorrow will become today, and if you still wait, it will become yesterday, full of regret. Look around you. Every success story began with a simple choice: to start, not later. Not when conditions are perfect, but now. Arnold Schwarzenegger started training in a small Austrian gym with no money. Elon Musk launched rockets knowing they might fail repeatedly. Oprah Winfrey chose to rise above her painful past and start building her life piece by piece. They didn't wait for perfect timing. They didn't wait for fear to disappear. They started today. And so can you. Your moment is right now. In this very second, you have everything you need to take one step forward. Maybe it's a small step, sending that email, making that phone call, opening that book, saying no to excuses. But it's a step. The pain of starting late is far greater than the discomfort of starting now. Waiting only prolongs the struggle and delays your victory. Ask yourself, what have I been putting off until tomorrow? How will my life be different if I start today? What is one small action I can take right now that moves me closer to my dream? No more waiting. Say it loud and clear. I will start today. I will no longer wait for tomorrow. From this moment on, refuse to let fear, doubt, or procrastination steal your future. Turn your dreams into actions. Turn your intentions into progress. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And that step can only be taken today. The power of today. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You only need to start. Start messy. Start scared. Start tired. Just start. Because starting today means you are already ahead of everyone who waits. Closing charges. So get up. Move forward. Take action. Build your dream life today. Because the only thing standing between you and your future success is the decision to start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. Your time is now. Thank you for listening. Now go create the life you deserve, starting today.